Featuring a full menu, check out their website at scoreboardhuron.com. Whether it's college football or the NFL, you can watch all the exciting action on one of their many big screen TVs. Scoreboard also has a sideline baker room for your next event. Call 352-7580. Have a good time with old friends at the Scoreboard Bar and Grill. Now, go get 'em Tigers. Treat yourself right and head to Dairy Queen of Huron. The August blizzard of the month is Reese's Caramel Craze, and it's only for a limited time, so get your new favorite blizzard today. For birthdays or anniversaries, or for any occasion, get a DQ cake. Call 352-5097 or stop it and order one for your party. Treat yourself and then reward yourself with the DQ app and download it today and save. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron.
Are your calves performing to their full potential? Does the ration provide everything they need? Let the experienced feed consultants at Dakota Land Feeds help you get the performance you want and the service you deserve. With the ability to balance rations for every stage of a calf's life, the feed consultants provide valuable information to support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Dakota Land Feeds, your local feed supplier.
Not using your timeshare like you thought you would, and you'd like to get rid of it, but you're not sure how to go about it. And all of a sudden, you receive a call from a company saying that they have a purchaser for your timeshare if you'd like to sell it now. In order to do this, you'll have to pay a listing cost of $4,000 and small closing costs, and you'll be rid of your timeshare. You need to be skeptical if you receive this call. There is typically no buyer, and all they're going to do is take your $4,000. If you've been victimized by this type of scam, call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV are your home for Huron Tiger sports.
And welcome back to the Huron Arena. As is my tradition, the pre-match ends as the anthem begins. Let's take another 1-minute timeout back here to the arena. 1 minute on Dakota Sports.
Bumps, bruises, and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Over and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center.
At Car Chiropractic, we know sports injuries just don't sideline your game. They can sideline your life. Whether you're a weekend warrior, a competitive athlete, or just love staying active, getting back to your best is what we do best. Our team of experts will work with you one-on-one to develop a rehab plan that's as unique as you are. Don't let an injury keep you from doing what you love. Call Car Chiropractic today at 605-352-5264 or visit carchiropractic.com.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Welcome back to the Huron Arena, getting set for varsity high school wrestling. The Huron Tigers and the Pierre Governors to wrestle. The girls will be on the mat first, and from what I understand, they'll go straight to the boys after that. So looking forward to some good wrestling here tonight. A couple of Region 3 and along with ESD teams as well. And Corky, you always know you got to be ready. Pierre just has had the numbers, both boys and girls. The girls, in fact, I believe they were the first girls wrestling team to have their own coach.
They did it. They had so many girls, they had to have a place to put them, and they're really good. I mean, they've just had a good run here, and they got great numbers, which makes it really nice when you can rotate around like that in the lineup, and you always have somebody out there you can count on.
Officials for our match are backed by the South Dakota Attorney General Office, Consumer Affairs Division. Actually, official Pat Krause is the official for the match. He is the law on the mat, and he is backed by the South Dakota Attorney General Office, Consumer Affairs Division. So sometimes you never know how it's going to come out coming off of Christmas. You know, they had a week off, and so kind of where are we going to be here? Are we in the frame of mind? We haven't been, I assume, Pierre, I know Huron hasn't been back to school yet, and it just feels a little different.
Well, it is, you know, and the kids needed that break, to get away from everything and relax and then get back at it again. And they're ready. There's no doubt about it. They all want to get out there, get on the mat, and get back at it.
It is 1 minute after 5 o'clock. This is KIJV AM/FM in Huron. And again, it's Huron Tiger Wrestling hosting the Pierre Governors. Girls first, followed by the boys. Looks like we are doing both face-offs here. So basically, we'll go from the way Mr. Postma said it on the PA. We'll go right from the girls to the boys. So seamless wrestling as well.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, like I say, we talk about it so much, and we're already here. Everybody's here. Is going to be here pretty much. And get done with the girls. The boys are right there. They'll be warmed up, ready to go, and you just take a minute or two, and out you go again.
Yeah, when we were in Mitchell there a couple of weeks ago, girls started at 6, and it was pretty much done by 6:30, and they said, well, we're going to wait till 6:55, 25 minutes, but I think we were pretty much wrestling by about 6:50. Because, I mean, like you said, everybody's here. I don't think anybody's going to be late at that point, so let's just roll it on. And again, the earlier start, I'm sure, is attributed to the fact there was not school today.
Well, that's the whole thing, and and that's great. You got to take advantage of that situation like that. And I don't know if anybody's be complaining about getting back home early tonight either.
And so, it's January 2nd, and you basically got a month under your belt here with competitive wrestling. It would have been 4 weeks ago, or I think, it's been 4 weeks ago today, or tomorrow would have been the boys opener. The girls would have been 4 weeks ago today. Once you get to January, coaches have in their mind, this is the lineup that we're going to swing with here for the next 2 months.
Well, you got a pretty good idea. The only thing that's going to change that is if, unfortunately, you have an injury like that. And the kids nowadays don't cut weight like they used to do, so that doesn't happen as much as it is.
Well, they can't like they used to.
They took it away, and that's not a bad thing. We had some that got too carried away with it, and that was a health issue. So we're past that stage of the game. And they can move a little bit, and that's good. And so you've basically got your lineup, what's going to be. The thing is, the guys have to be so careful about now is that you don't burn away in that you need later on.
Yes, exactly.
You have to be careful of that. So these coaches have to watch everything. And you don't want to take it and just have them someplace to go get a forfeit and waste that when you can use it someplace else. So you got to be very careful with that.
I'll see more with the boys lineup, but basically from 106 to 144, the boys are rolled back a weight. So, Noah Hofer has been at 113 all season. He'll now be at 106 and then kind of go from there. And I assume, again, anything can happen here in the next, 6-7 weeks. But this might be kind of where Coach Goff wants his lineup to go. Now, Drew Strand, he's still got some flexibility in his lineup because basically with the girls, the first, 7, 8 classes, 9 classes are all 5 pounds apart. That gives you flexibility where the boys have a little more gap.
Well, that's the thing, and that's where Coach Strand's concentration of his girls is down there. That's what he's got to work with, and they're not going to spread out. That's the way they are. So he's got to deal with that constantly, get them rotated around and figure out where he wants the best ones to be, and he'll have to go with that.
So we'll get things started here as they just had the captains' meetings for the girls, and I assume we're going to kick things off at 100 pounds. And, they do show Shaylee Speck and Sepp Gay up on the scoreboard. Sepp Gay, a junior. Shaylee Speck, now she's number 3, but listed at 105, but down at 100 for today. And again, that's maybe some of that flexibility we were talking about. But in any case, basically Pierre, at least if you go by the rankings, which are a week and a half old because they didn't do rankings this week, the 105-pounder flip-flop. And here we go, and both teams are in their black singlets, and quickly Speck gets down, gets both hands around, and takes Sepp Gay down, and
well, she did a nice takedown there.
Yeah, 3-point takedown. Sepp Gay, she is honorable mention at 100 for the Tigers.
Well, there's go for a tilt already.
Yep. Speck already has her on her back.
Yeah, she got her there tight, too.
Yeah, back points, win by fall, 24 seconds. Wasted no time there. Shaylee Speck, win by fall, and a quick 6-0 lead for Pierre. We'll take a timeout of 30 on Dakota Sports.
Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. The Nordby Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. Group fitness classes are led by the Nordby Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Nordby Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Back at the arena, we moved to 105 pounds. Sydney Caven, who's ranked number 4 at 100 pounds on the mat for Pierre, and Maya Shee on the mat for Huron. And Maya won the 100-pound weight class 2 weeks ago at the Madison Invitational, so she's coming off a high, and so far, a little over 30 seconds in, no score, as both wrestlers just doing a lot of the shadow wrestling here. It's like she's trying to stay a little low there. Now she does crank on an arm there, but nice counter by Caven.
Well, I tell you what, they both have made some shots here, and they both have countered. So we got two really good wrestlers going at it here, and they're waiting for somebody to make a mistake before they capitalize. And that's just going to take that deal here. You might not even see a shot rest this period here, but they're that good.
Now, Ben Caven is the head coach for Pierre, so presumably there's a relation here with Sydney wrestling at 105 pounds.
He never gets away from it. She go home with Dad, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can tell, she's trying to jerk down and set things up, and we're doing a great job of keeping our distance back there, countering. Don't get down there and where she lets you snap you down. And we go down to make a shot. We didn't do a very good one here. We got to come back around and keep scooting.
Maya's in some trouble here now.
She's scooting.
Oh, she rolled through it, and is she going to get the takedown, all that?
She's got to pop that elbow off. She has no control yet, but she's got to pop that elbow off.
Oh, now
up here went into a headlock.
Yeah, Caven's got her down on her back. 10 seconds left. She's got the back points, and can we get to the end of the clock? 5-4. Nope. Minute 55. Win by fall. Sydney Caven. Looked like Maya Shee had everything going her way, or is it a win by fall?
Well, it's got to be, but there's still 5 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, referee just went like that, so what's that, illegal hold or something?
Got to be. I see a point up for us,
yeah,
yes.
So it is not a pin.
I'm going to say the headlock, she lost control of the arm and went to illegal.
Okay.
Now, Poster wants an explanation.
Well, Caven is up 7-1 as we...
They changed in that. I think it's going to be...
they just put time back on the clock, too. So, not sure what this whole situation is, and if you don't know, I sure don't.
I'm going to take a guess. She was in a headlock, and she lost control of the arm, which makes it an illegal hold. That's why we got the one. But she still earns her back points.
Yep, so Caven still has a 7-1 lead, but does not get the win by fall, and Maya Shee will have a little work to do here now to start the second period. And I think she had the option, and she's going to start on her feet, so 7-1, and Sydney Caven with the lead for Pierre. Maya Shee, some work to do for the Huron Tigers. Maya tries to get in with that front headlock as they're kind of ear for ear, and Maya had her chances there before Caven connected on that 7-point move, basically.
Yeah, everything was going the right way, and she just got caught there, and that's what a good wrestler will do. You give them an inch, they'll take it, and she turned it into points. And now we have to go back to the drawing board here. We got to keep working on that takedown, get it set up, and we got to be aggressive here because we got 6 points we got to make up, and we can most certainly do it. It's not out of the question here.
Well, both wrestlers still on their feet, really just trying to get the hand control. We've had a lot of hand jive going here in the first 40 seconds of the second period. Now there's a little pull by Caven. Now she gets in, nice double leg around the waist, got in there pretty deep. She doing a good job of holding it off, but I think Caven does get the 3-point takedown, and she goes up 10-1.
So that's now you got a little more work to do. Don't sit down there. You got to get your base underneath of you, and Caven's not going. She's going to keep coming after you. You can tell that she's very aggressive, and now she looks like she's going to throw a half in there. She just one move right after another. Makes it tough for you.
Yeah, Caven has the leg split there. Now she's pulling under the shoulder and trying to get at least a tilt out of this. Now she goes back half Nelson, it looks like, and she is kind of in the ball now as we get down to 30 seconds to go here in the second period, and she tried to get up on all four, but Caven just in control there, riding up top.
Yeah, she stays, got her hips down on her, keeps her, making her carry her weight, was exactly what you want to do. when you're on top, you want to make her carry your weight, and you just keep working. And she's going from one side to the other, and she's doing a great job of countering everything, but she's not getting anything out of there. She can't get out of there. She's not allowed to get her to turn loose.
3 seconds to go in the second period. I think this is where we're going to stand. So head to the third period. Sydney Caven a 10-1 lead over Maya Shee of Huron, and go to the third period, and Sydney Caven wants the referee's position. So starting in the ride for Maya Shee. First thing you have to do is try to get her in the back. She's hooking underneath as Caven just gets on all fours there, and
you got to get her broke down. You got to get her down on the mat, and you got to go from there. You're going to have to work, be careful.
And there's a reversal so quick by Caven, and she'll go up 12-1 with 1:40 to go.
And had a quick tilt there. The referee didn't get, I think it looks like he's got his fingers down. Maybe he got 2 out of there.
Yep, 2 out of there, so it goes to 14-1.
And now it looks like she's got, Caven's, looks like she's getting a cradle hooked up. And if she tilts that over, that can be a back points enough to get the match over with.
1:16 to go, 14-1 for Sydney Caven of Pierre over Maya Shee of Huron.
There she goes.
Yeah, now she's on her back, so it's either pin or tech fall here. And it's going to be win by fall at 4 minutes and 54 seconds. So Sydney Caven, the second win by fall here to start off the night. 12-0 lead Pierre. We'll take timeout at 30 on Dakota Sports.
Experience delicious. Experience Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge. They specialize in steaks, burgers, seafood, and pasta. Ryan's Hangar can host your party in a private room and offer catering too. Open Monday through Friday 4 to 10, Saturday 4 to 11, and open for lunch every Thursday 11 to 2 and closed on Sunday. Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge in the Crossroads in downtown Huron.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Well, we move on to 110 pounds, and Snowa, honorable mention at 105 on the mat for Huron, and Aubrey Fisher for Pierre, both wrestlers on their feet. 30 seconds in, again trying to get that hand control. There's the single leg shot taken by Fisher for Pierre. Has it in there pretty tight, but escape there. Now a spin by Snowa, and she stays on her feet, and we're back to the middle of the mat.
She does a really good job of countering, but Fisher, what she does, gets a hold of your hand, and she's doing an arm drag, which jerks you forward, and she gets you pulled in, and she picks your single leg like she's done twice now. But Snow is so strong that she just be able to counter out of that, push away, get right back to here, but they're right back at it, locking hands up on the arms again.
Well, it appeared to me Aubrey Fisher has a pretty good height advantage in this match, too, which can work for you or against you because Snow's always going to be low on her.
Oh, exactly. And, I think Snow she's setting her up. Hopefully that's what it looks like to me. She's trying to work into that where she can get a shot at her. But Fisher does, she's countering back, keeps jerking those arms, and she gets low, too, and it's kind of a counter fat going off here.
So still on her feet, still no score with 26 seconds to go in the first period here. Snowa for Huron, Aubrey Fisher for Pierre.
And Snow's kind of being the aggressor here. She's pushing on her a little bit, and tries a shot there and didn't come up with anything. That's okay.
And now still on our feet here as we're nearing the end of the first period. Still no score for Snowa of Huron, Aubrey Fisher of Pierre. Now Fisher gets in on around the hip, tries to take her up, does take her down right at the buzzer. Got in there quick, took her up, took her down, 3-point takedown, 3-0 into the first period for Aubrey Fisher.
That's tough when you give that up right at the end of the period like that. You did so good, and it's that little bit left, and she gets it.
So we start the second period, and Fisher will have the referee's position go down, and so Snowa will start up top, see if she can get something turned here as she trails 3-0 to start the second period. And we're underway with Fisher gets on her knees there, and again, her height.
Snowa, you don't go over the top. That gave Fisher the move inside.
And Fisher turns and gets a hold of Snow's leg. and just about got that reversal. Snow hanging on with an arm. That's the only thing saving her here right now as Fisher just keeps circling, and there is the reversal, 5-0 for Aubrey Fisher.
Yeah, Fisher just kept moving and kept slowing it down, and Waugh wasn't getting out far enough, and that's how she got the 2. Now she's got Waugh in a cradle. It looks like we're coming back.
And now here comes the back points. Fisher has it in there pretty tight, and the clock's not going to save anybody here. Cradle is in tight, and win by fall at 2 minutes and 43 seconds. 3 consecutive pins to start off the duel for Pierre, and they lead 18-0. Timeout of 30 on Dakota Sports.
Pro Clean Plus offers epoxy floor coating for garages, basements, and outdoor patios, as well as commercial and industrial spaces. Call 605-352-5776 to get a free estimate. Let the pros at Pro Clean Plus help you get a great-looking, durable surface with the epoxy flooring. Locally owned and operated, visit them at 201 Market Street East, or check out their website at procleanplus.net. Pro Clean Plus is a proud sponsor here on Tiger Sports.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
And we're back here, and Reva McGaw has come out guns firing here. She has a 3-0 lead, and she has her opponent, Evan Coughlin, on her back. Now she tips her again.
If she rehooked that up into...
McGaw's in there tight. We're just 40 seconds in. And Coughlin trying to bridge her way out of it. She's moving her hips well, but McGaw just tightens it up.
There we go.
Win by fall. Needed that one. 50 seconds. Win by fall. Reva McGaw gets Huron on the board. It is 18-6 as, again, McGaw controlled that for the entire 50 seconds. And Huron on the board. We'll take a timeout of 30 on Dakota Sports.
For dine-in, carry-out, or fast delivery every day of the week. For delivery or carry-out, give them a call at 352-6925. Not sure what to order from their delicious menu? Then dine in and try their famous Godfather's Buffet, featuring a variety of pizza slices, tasty chicken, and many salads and desserts to choose from. They're locally owned, so stop in and say hi to Derek and the rest of the pizza crew. They're located at 195 21st Street in Huron. Godfather's Pizza. Give them a call, 352-6925.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Well, we move on to 120 pounds. Shaylee Saw gets a 3-0 lead on a takedown against Gemma Stanglin. And right now, Saw working up top, and she came out pretty strong, too.
Came right after it.
Got right that single leg and took Stanglin down. Right now, she's riding it at 3-0. It's like she's trying to pull her back, hooked under the shoulder. Stanglin trying to stand her way out of it, or at least get on all fours out of it.
So she got a chicken wing on the one side here, and then she's trying to work underneath. She just needs to get that arm popped out a little bit so she can walk it. And she's got her leg on the inside, which is okay. She's trying to drive her, but it's not. She's going to get in trouble here pretty quick if she doesn't get back underneath of there.
Well, Stanglin gets back down, belly on the mat, but Shaylee really not changing her strategy here, it looks like.
Keeping the leg in there is okay as long as what she's doing with it, she keeps working that arm. Then she's back around now. She got back around. But she needs to keep working that arms like that. She had great potential with that. Just need to follow through.
34 seconds to go, first period. Shaylee Saw a 3-0 lead early on here at 120 pounds. 18-6, Pierre leading here in the duel. Again, the boys will follow, I think, immediately after the girls, if we understand how it goes correctly.
Looks like, okay, she's got a cross face, trying to do the cradle. Pierre's help her. She's kind of getting the ball there. She just needs to keep walking it up. Oh, there. Oh, she set you up for it. Now doing a chin drop.
Well, I got 5 seconds left, and
we're going to get anything out of it. We got 2-on-1 underneath. Ran out of time.
Well, Stanglin did a good job, but she moved her hips the opposite way of Saw it looked like, and that prevented anything from happening there at the end of the period. I think Shaylee might have got something out of that. She had a few more seconds.
It was working that 2-on-1 underneath. She's got a little bit of deal that. She hooked that leg back there, which kind of helps you get that. And she got the joist, and she took them both back up again.
Start the second period, 3-0 lead for Shaylee Saw of Huron against Gemma Stanglin of Pierre. Again, everybody just trying to get the hand controls, both wrestlers on their feet. Now, looks like Stanglin might have Shaylee in a headlock there, tried to get the throw, And now
brings her back.
Oh, Stalin's got Shaylee Saw in a world of hurt. She's flat on her back, right at the edge of the mat. Clock's not going to save her. Shaylee's got her hips turned.
And she needs to keep rocking, rolling. She can do that way if she can help herself.
Well, Stanglin readjusted the arm there, and Shaylee, again, she's got the leg spread, but that's the only thing saving her right now as the official taking a close look now. Readjustment by Stanglin comes with a headlock from the other side, and now Shaylee doesn't really have the hips. And there it is, win by fall. 2 minutes and 54 seconds. Gemma Stanglin comes on for the win by fall for Pierre. And the Governors go up 24-6. Timeout of 30 on Dakota Sports.
The Huron Eye Clinic is proud to sponsor the Huron Tigers. The doctors and staff at the Huron Eye Clinic are committed to providing quality service and products to their patients in Huron and surrounding areas. The Huron Eye Clinic offers comprehensive eye exams, contact lens exams, infant C screenings, LASIK consultations, ocular disease services, and pediatric eye care. Stop in at the office at 1288 Dakota Avenue South to make an appointment, or call the Huron Eye Clinic today at 605-352-4181.
Go with it.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
We're back on the radio, but there's Moose. She's got some back points going against Lane Heasley right now. If you're listening on video stream, you heard Coach going there during the break. But a 3-0 lead here for Moose over Lane Heasley. I believe both are honorable mention in the rankings, but so far Moose has pretty much controlled this.
And we should have 7 points. Yep.
So 7-0 lead for Moose as she came out. And again, Lane Heasley, she's honorable mention. They're both honorable mentions. Well, both have had success this year, but early on has been Moose. Now she's riding from the back here with a minute gone here in the first period. 7-0 lead for Moose of Huron.
And she's got to stay aggressive with her. Don't let her get back up out of that referee's position. Keep her down there and keep working it because you got some ground there.
Well, Moose continues to work from behind, and Heasley just hasn't been able to get away. She does get up on her feet, and then Moo lets her go, so an escape point to get back on her feet. And a 7-1 Moose with 30 seconds to go, first period. Both wrestlers now on their feet.
If you're Moose, be careful here. You want stay aggressive like you got you there, and don't let her score on you at the end of this period here. You got a good lead. Keep working it in there.
Well, doing the hand control again, down to 13 seconds to go in the first period. Pace has slowed down a bit as Moose, both probably just looking for their shot to get in there, but they're forehead to forehead, 3-2. Moose backs up, and we'll get to the end of the first period. 7-1 lead for Moose of Huron. So a strong start. Now you just need to keep going with it. And it looks like the choice was for Lane Heasley, and she wants to be on her feet. So start the second period with both wrestlers on their feet, and again, working at hand control. Moose tries to move in a bit on Lane Heasley.
Moose, she keeps walking, and Heasley keeps backing up. So after a while, the official's going to,
point that out.
Point that out because, hey, you got to be aggressive here. You got to come ahead. And Moose just keeps pushing. And
like that.
Exactly. That's how you do it. Just stay aggressive with it.
So again, forehead to forehead. They're still trying to get that hand, hand control. It was worth 30 seconds gone in the second period. 7-1 lead. There's double leg shot by Heasley. She got in deep, and takes Moose down. But Moo did a good job of twisting as she went down to stay on her stomach. But it is 7-4 as Heasley got in deep.
And she just pushing that head down, trying to get a power half in there. And Mousse's got a good wide baser. She just keeps that, but she's got to peel that hand off and come up, turn around. There we go. Half there.
Moose, she's halfway there to the reversal. If she can just one hand or one arm is basically saving Heasley. There's a little roll through, and there is the reversal for Moose, and she'll go up 9-4 with 45 seconds to go, second period.
Now Moose looks like she's hooked back underneath there again, trying to do a bar arm and a half, and no luck with that one. Here comes a three-quarter Nelson, but she's got to take the leg with her. She got to hook that leg, otherwise it's not going to work.
Well, now she readjusts, comes from behind again with 25 seconds to go here in the second period. And Moose working around the midsection of Lane Heasley. Now
Chin drop.
Nice move by Moose, and she gets her in a headlock. She's getting back points out of it. Win by fall.
Yes.
Moose, what a combination. Win by fall at 3 minutes, 49 seconds. Huron Tigers get another 6 on the board. It's 24-12 Pierre. We'll take a timeout of 30 on Dakota Sports.
It is proud to be part of the Huron community and to cheer on area high school athletes all season long. At Wishbone, they believe in supporting local, which is why you'll find South Dakota favorites on their show, from wines and meats to hometown snacks. They have great in-store savings and new products with updates shared on their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and stop in today to shop local, save more, and enjoy the best from South Dakota at Wishbone Market.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
We moved 130 pounds. Jersey Lewis for Pierre and Aku Shi for Huron, and Shi with an early takedown leading 3-0. She has come out aggressive.
Oh, boy, she ran, and some strength in those moves. She threw them pretty hard to get them in there.
And right now, still 3-0 with Shi trying to get control there up top. Had the far arm there now. Oh, nice turn. And does she have it? And nope, didn't quite get her to the back. It was close. Now you see Jersey Lewis driving on Shi, and she's got Shi in a prone position. Might at least get the reversal out of
Here
this.
comes a headlock if she can do it, but she's got to make sure she's got that arm with her.
Yeah, not a reversal yet because she was able to get that headlock in from behind. Turns it. Now can she crank it?
Well, she's got to keep pushing.
And she got out of trouble there, but now it's popped out, and both girls are so close to having control here, but nobody scored out of this finally.
I think Lewis got the
Lewis got the reversal. Now it's 3-2. Now far side reversal by Lewis, but a nice roll through by Shi.
If you're Shi, got to be careful there. Don't get in that ball. She's trying to cradle you up, so you know you got to clear that arm. And Lewis looks like she's got a chicken wing, and she's going to start walking it. And that should help you walk yourself up with that.
Now Lewis still, she's got the back points. 10 seconds to go in the period. I don't think we're in a pin combination here, but Lewis is going to get the back points out of this. Now she bridges out of it, but still 4 points for Lewis, and she'll lead 6-3 coming into the second period. I'm not sure how she did that. That's called flexibility.
Well, I tell you what, and strength. She is strong.
Yeah, because how she bridged out of that, I'm not sure. Because she got herself out of the back point situation, but still gave up the 4. So it's 6-3 for Jersey Lewis starting the second period. Boy, that was more action in the first period than we saw in a couple of the earlier 2 periods or 3 periods.
No, look like she's pulling her down. I'm not quite sure what she's going to do with that, but
headlock in from the front. Now they let go and readjust.
Got a lot of hair flying around.
I was just going to say, Jersey Lewis doesn't really have her hair tied back very efficiently. I'll say that.
Well, if it gets in the way, you just kind of work it.
Well, they know it's there.
Exactly.
Single leg by Lewis, got in there nicely.
Hooked the hip.
And she trying to, there will be another takedown, another 3 points for Jersey Lewis, and she'll go up 9-3 with 1:14 to go here in the second period. And we have potentially dangerous, so stop with 1:10 to go. So we'll readjust, and Aku-Shi will go back to the referee's position as Jersey Lewis will be riding here with 1:09 to go in the second period. 9-3 lead Lewis.
For Shi, you got to keep scooting. Get yourself out of there again. You get yourself back up again, and you can make something happen.
Well, still working from under. There's a little tilt by Lewis. She able to fend that off, but Lewis still in control on top.
I think she's kind of had to break that. She did a great job. Yeah, she kind of had to break that. Now, she's got an opening right now. She's got to come up. Well, looks like she's got an arm going half Nelson in there coming around, Lewis does.
Yeah, Lewis has just been in control here in the second period, leading 9-3.
You know, she just goes from one move. That's what you want to do. She goes from one move to the next, make us counter everything that's coming out there. That's just what you want to do.
20 seconds to go here in the second period. 9-3 lead for Jersey Lewis of Pierre at 130.
Ooh. kind of be careful reaching back for that head. That kind of gives her half the move on you.
Well, again, it looked like Jersey was trying to hook up the cradle there again. Now she's
2
coming
on
up
1
front.
underneath.
And she's getting some back points out of this again. Now she's got she in tight.
Ooh.
Win by fall right as the buzzer. The official says yes, it counts. Win by fall at 4 minutes for Jersey Lewis of Pierre. They go up 30-12. Timeout of 30 seconds on Dakota Sports.
Provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Well, both teams are open at 135. We go to 140. Kesri Benning, ranked number 1 in the state against Ba A of Huron. And right now, she's got the takedown. She's getting back points. Win by fall, 23 seconds. Kesri Benning gets the win by fall. And I think, unless somebody changes something at the last second here, that will be our final weight that we will wrestle here tonight, as Pierre has 2 girls that look to be open. Huron has 1 girl. Pierre's got 3 girls that are open, and Huron's got 1 girl open. And interesting thing, at 135, where both teams were open, now Pierre has the top-ranked girl at 135 as well in Lexi Hilmer. So I'm sure Coach says, I'm going to save myself a weigh-in because Huron doesn't have anybody.
Oh, exactly. You know, and you can use those are pretty precious down the road. I mean, you can have a good tournament you want to slide her into or something like that. You don't want to waste her for this.
So 42-12 as Leela Lindquist gets a forfeit win at 145. We go to 155 is now Abigail Lewis is listed, but she's ranked number 2, and so did they decide not? I have her on the lineup here, but I don't know if anybody's coming out here because Lana Shari is going to come out for 170 and get the forfeit win. So I think maybe they pulled Abigail Lewis to save the weigh-in, perhaps. Or are we going to wrestle here?
They might have just had an agreement to
have Sherry and either Lewis or Briley Pelly at 190 wrestle Lana Sherry. So let's see who's.
Looks like it's Lewis is here.
Yep, Lewis, number 2 at 155.
For Pierre, Abigail Lewis.
Yep, so that's what we're going to do. Get a match in, so we'll go. I think this is officially 170. Lana Sherry for Huron, Abigail Lewis for Pierre, and again, Lewis is ranked number 2 at 155. Drives Sherry off, but took her down, but well off the mat, and we're still scoreless here at 170. I believe this will be the final match, as we'll have one last forfeit for Pierre. It's 42-12 Pierre as the duel clinched. There's the single leg by Lewis. Sherry trying to spread out and trying
Lewis
to get a counter.
Lewis just keeps working, keeps coming around.
Yeah, just walking it around, and now she'll jump on top and get the takedown.
Yeah, she just kept working it, and Sherry didn't go with her. That's the thing. You had to go with her, otherwise you keep giving her that advantage. And a good wrestler like Sherry, Lewis, she just knew what she was doing, got set up in there.
So 3-0 lead for Abigail Lewis. Again, wrestling up. She's ranked number 2 at 155, but thought, well, we're close enough where she can go up a weight with Lana Sherry, and that's where we're at here. 3-0, a minute gone here in the first period.
And Sherry's not being very aggressive or not moving much, but Lewis is probably overpowering her. I'm guessing that might be part of it here.
Well, Lewis is lighter, which could come to help Sherry a little bit too.
I'll still have a foot in. I can't see over there.
Well, barely. Now it's off.
There we go.
So 3-0 lead for Abigail Lewis of Pierre against Lana Shari of Huron. 30 seconds to go in the first period. And whistle, and off we go again. And Lewis is riding now on Shari. Like she got the arm pinned in there on Shari. And she's coming up a little high. And
it looks like she's got an arm bar underneath, near as I can tell, and trying to walk a half into it. And I think she's starting to get it to go over.
There it goes. And Shari now legs up in the air now. Lewis has her pretty flat. Shari doing a good job of bridging. She's really arched, trying to stay out of the pin, and does at the end of the period.
Well, that took some work there.
Yeah, I mean, she was arched high, still gave up the back points, and it's 7-0 for Abigail Lewis as we start the second period. And Shari will have to ride on Lewis here to start the second period. Off the whistle, and Lewis working underneath. And a little spin move there by Lewis, and she gets the leg, she gets the reversal, and she's got back points coming here again. Shari again trying to bridge out of it, moves her hips and does get back on her stomach, but another 4 for Lewis, 13-0, and she's one move away from ending it here.
Got the bar arm underneath, got a half on the one side here. She's just reloading it, and she's walking it.
And here comes the back point, so this will end the match. Just a matter if they can get the pin combination out of it or not. Shari again has wide bridge, and they will give her the win by fall at 2 minutes and 41 seconds. Win by fall for Lewis, and that puts Pierre up by a score of 48-12. And I assume we're still going to get the last forfeit here for Pierre is Briley Pelly. Well, we'll see if they put her out there or not. It looks like she is going to come on, and that will end the duel. So Pierre going to pick up the win here tonight. 54-12, 2 wins for Huron on the Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. Win by fall, Reva McGaw, 50 seconds at 1:15, and a nice win for Moose at 1:25. Win by fall, 3:49 over Lane Heasley up here, and Lane Heasley was an honorable mention wrestler for the Governors. So that's your Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. So I don't think we'll be wait too long, and we will be off for the boys duel coming up. We'll take a timeout here of 1 minute, see what the timing is here. 1 minute on Dakota Sports.
Finance your existing home. I'm Jamie Olson, your local mortgage loan officer at American Bank and Trust in Huron. Whether it's a conventional loan with local servicing, VA, FHA, rural development, jumbo, or a home equity line of credit, I'm here to help you find the right fit. Let's make your home goals happen. Apply today at mortgagewithjamie.com or call 353-2818. American Bank and Trust, where your journey begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stop in for a free insurance review with Blaine Anderson of Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Blaine Anderson, 1835 Arizona Avenue, Southwest in Huron.
Looking for personalized apparel such as t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets? PB Sports, of course. How about signs, logos, and vinyl graphics that pop? PB Sports, of course. Proud sponsor of the Tigers, PB Sports, downtown Huron.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
And we're back here at the arena as the Huron boys, Pierre boys are doing their warm-ups on the mat, so we're really not sure of the timing here, but I think they'll just do a pretty quick warm-up here. They've already done their face-off, so we'll probably be back to wrestling shortly. Let's do a Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update at 100 pounds. Shaylee Speck win by fall at 24 seconds over Sep Gay of Huron. At 105, win by fall, Sydney Caven, 4 minutes, 54 seconds over Maya Shee. At 110 pounds, Aubrey Fisher, win by fall, 2:43 over Snow Wah. Huron on the board at 115, win by fall, 50 seconds, Reva McGaw over Evelyn Coughlin up here. At 120, Gemma Stanglin, a win by fall, 2:54 over Shaylee Saw. Then Moose, a nice win for her tonight, a 125 win by fall over Lane Heasley at 3:49. Lane Heasley was honorable mention, as was Moo. Jersey Lewis, win by fall right at the buzzer at the end of the second period, 4 minutes over Aku Shi. And then Kesri Benning, win by fall, 23 seconds at 140 over Ba A. Leela Lindquist got a forfeit win at 145 at 170. Abigail Lewis, win by fall, and I can't read my writing there, 240-something over Lana Shari of Huron. Briley Pelly had a forfeit win at 190 in the final in the duel here, 54-12. So doing a quick here, Gary Zell post-match here in between the girls and the boys. Again, presume the boys will be going here shortly, but we'll take a timeout here. 2 minutes in between matches. Gary Zell Auto Glass post-match as well. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
Great teams need more than talent. They need leadership, positivity, and the power of Hereford beef. At Ravine Creek Ranch, the Bischoffs know raising Hereford cattle takes commitment and care, the same qualities that make great students and athletes. Lead by example, stay positive, and give it your all, on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. The Bischoffs at Ravine Creek Ranch are proud supporters of the Huron Tigers.
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
Treat yourself right and head to Dairy Queen of Huron. The August blizzard of the month is Reese's Caramel Craze, and it's only for a limited time, so get your new favorite blizzard today. For birthdays or anniversaries, or for any occasion, get a DQ cake. Call 352-5097 or stop in and order one for your party. Treat yourself and then reward yourself with the DQ app and download it today and save. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron.
Gary Zell Auto Glass is a proud supporter of Huron High School sports and the Tiger postgame show. Gary and Michael Zell offer mobile glass replacement of windshields, door glass, cars and trucks, even tractor cabs on site. Gary Zell Auto Glass does chip repairs, and they process all insurance paperwork. Call 352-0836 or toll free 1-888-852-0355. Gary Zell Auto Glass in Huron.
The Huron Tiger post-game report on Tiger 95 is brought to you by Gary Zell Auto Glass. Here's the voice of the Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
And welcome back to the Huron Arena, where the Huron Tiger girls fall here in their duel tonight, 54-12. A pair of pins will for the Huron Tigers, and girls coach Drew Strand joins us here. And Drew, again, thoughts coming off the break. You never know quite where everybody's at because, you know, they had a week off, then they practiced, but they still haven't been back to school yet, so just kind of a little different atmosphere, I suppose.
Yep, I mean, not having the routine of just practice, school, and, you know, things like that. Girls coming in, you know, after Christmas break, it's always tough for some of them to manage their weight and kind of get down to where they need to be at. But, you know, overall, I thought the girls went out there and wrestled hard at whatever weight they came in at, and I thought they did a good job out there.
Yeah, you had 2 wins by fall. Good to have Reva McGaw back in the lineup. She missed the Mitchell duel there. Boy, she came out, met business. I think 50 seconds on the pin. She just was the aggressor all the way through.
Yep, I mean, she came out and did a fantastic job for us. You know, I know the scoreboard didn't show it, but, you know, there's a 24-point swing in there with Shay Lee not making weight at 12 and having to move her or at 10 and having to bump her all the way up to 120. But, you know, that's just kind of how it works out. We just got to get our weight under management. But Reva came out and kind of showed the team kind of what it takes to be a good wrestler and how to get out there and get after it, and she did a great job of that tonight.
And then the other win by fall, and this is our Signature Plus outstanding wrestler for tonight. Moose wins by fall, 3 minutes 49 seconds at 125 over Lane Heasley. Moose honorable mention. Lane Heasley honorable mention in the latest ranking. So a nice win for Moo, especially moving forward.
Yep, I mean, she does a good job. Just kind of sits on bottom a little bit, but knows ways to get out of things and kind of sets it up for herself at times. But, you know, it worked out tonight, and she got a win. And, you know, just good for those girls of coming out here and just continuing to learn the moves and learn the things of how to be competitive and how to compete and coming away with wins. And it's nice to get more girls, you know, on the rankings and see how their hard work has paid off for each and every one of them. And Moo really coming out tonight and just kind of showing that, you know, it doesn't take a whole lot. You don't have to have a whole lot of years of experience in girls wrestling right now, as long as it definitely helps. But if you just kind of get after it and you take time and practice to learn the moves, it comes out here and it shows on the mat.
You know, and you just look at the Pierre program, you know, they got a very solid program. They were one of the first schools, I think, to pretty much be able to fill out most weights. I think they were the first school to hire a full-time girls wrestling coach. So you knew every girl that went out there was going to see a quality girl. And while we picked up the 2 wins, we did have some good showings in some of those other losses. But, you know, Pierre just, you know, a lot of power there.
Yep, I mean, their girls program has been established, you know, for a couple of years now. And so, you know, just got to continue to work for that. And I tell the girls every time, you know, if you want to achieve the same goal of being, you know, at the end of the season and being on the podium, hanging on to a medal around your neck, you know, those are the type of girls that you got to find ways to compete with and beat, just because they always give us some of the best matchups of what you're going to see later on at the end. And unfortunately, you know, it might be for a placing match at state. And so you got to find ways to compete and just get better and work at that. And hopefully, you know, one day the girls kind of see that and kind of build for those expectations on themselves and as a team, and just get better as we continue to grow.
And as we look ahead next week, you're at Aberdeen Tuesday for a duel with Brandon Valley, and Friday, then the Brandon Valley Invite on Saturday. But just overall, I'm just looking at this schedule, and boy, I don't know if you could be busier in the month than the month of January.
Yep, January is when our wrestling kind of really takes off and really move forward, and things start happening where all of a sudden we're going 2 duels a week, and then we go into a tournament. And so kind of the true test there just before Christmas of going to Rapid for 3 days and then coming back and having a duel. And so now we get into the, you know, the meat grind of everything, and here we go. It's just practice one day, and then all of a sudden here we go into matches. And so just got to get our girls to continue to manage their weight and stay on top of it, and then go out and just have enough energy and be ready to wrestle.
So again, just happy, I'm sure, to get the 2 pins there tonight, in particular the win by Moo there at 125. Hopefully that's a good springboard for her moving forward, because I consider that a quality win.
Yep, I mean, she's been doing a lot of good things in practice. We've been doing a good job of switching girls from wrestling, you know, different practice partners, and it's kind of showing, you know, out on the mat, and different girls kind of getting different feels for things and seeing what it's like, and being able to move girls around now that we have enough girls at the same weights that we can move girls around and do things like that. Just in the practice room has just helped, and it shows out on the mat. And super proud of Reva and Moo for going out there and getting some points for the team tonight, and really kind of moving forward and showing those other girls what it takes.
Drew Strand, head coach here on Tiger Girls, as they fall tonight, but do get a pair of pins in their duel with Pierre. We'll take a timeout of 2 minutes. Should be closing in on our start of our boys duel next. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
An insurance agency in Huron. You changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose, because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are your calves performing to their full potential? Does the ration provide everything they need? Let the experienced feed consultants at Dakota Land Feeds help you get the performance you want and the service you deserve. With the ability to balance rations for every stage of a calf's life, the feed consultants provide valuable information to support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Dakota Land Feeds, your local feed supplier. Playing the game means bumps, bruises, and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Over and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center.
At Car Chiropractic, we know sports injuries just don't sideline your game. They can sideline your life. Whether you're a weekend warrior, a competitive athlete, or just love staying active, getting back to your best is what we do best. Our team of experts will work with you one-on-one to develop a rehab plan that's as unique as you are. Don't let an injury keep you from doing what you love. Call Car Chiropractic today at 605-352-5264 or visit carchiropractic.com.
You're listening to the Huron Tigers on Dakota Sports KIJV.
And welcome back. Just like that, we're underway with our boys' duel, 106 pounds. It's Chisholm Brake for Pierre and Noah Hofer for Huron. Noah has wrestled at 113 in December, but I think 106 might be his home here now as we get to January. And Noah got a very quick takedown, came out aggressively, did give up the escape. It's 3-1 as both wrestlers on their feet 30 seconds in.
That's why you got to be. You got to come after these guys because they're going to come after you. Pierre does not take their foot off the throttle.
And boy, Noah is really going strong after him. He pretty much shoved Brake out of bounds. Now they're back in the middle trying to work on the hand control again. And looks like Noah pretty much has,
nice.
What a quick move. He gets behind. He gets another takedown to go up 6-1. Boy, Noah showed some king-size quickness there. Now he's trying to hook up a cradle coming off the side.
Look like Brakey's Chisholm got our leg tied up. Now, if you know, you got to keep working your leg back and put a crossface in there to make it hurdle just a little bit, get some pressure in there, and keep working it. There we go.
Yeah, nice spin there. Now he comes back up top. Brake did a good job of countering that as he kind of got thrown, but now here's the walk as Hofer trying to get Brake rolled. They're right at the edge of the circle, but Noah's got a idea here. 30 seconds to go.
You got a chicken wing on the bar arm, on the other side, on the left side, trying to shove the half through on the other side, and Brake did a great job of countering that.
Hofer continues to work, hooked underneath. We're down to 15 seconds to go, first period. Yep, had a chance there. Now Brake's just flattened off here with 8 seconds left, first period.
And he just kind of pinched his arms underneath of there, and he's not going to do much here. He's going to kind of right close to the end of the period here, so he's just going to kind of coast it out.
6-1 lead, Noah Hofer of Huron over Chisholm Brake of Pierre. So a good start for Noah Hofer, but like you said, Pierre's going to keep coming. You got to be ready to go. And Noah's going to take the down position here to start the second period.
Like God said in the pre, you got to wrestle 6 minutes with these guys.
Right away, Noah pops to his feet, and nice spin move. He gets the escape to go up 7-1. And now they're both on their feet, and Noah's trying to hook underneath from the front there to get under the shoulders. Little skip move there. Nice counter by Brake, but Noah keeps driving. And there's potentially dangerous as looks like Brake got
his neck going back the other way.
Okay.
Near as I can tell, Noah was driving the heck out of that move.
And like I said, I'll give Noah Hofer credit. He immediately stopped when the
he could see what was going on.
Yeah. When the official blew the whistle, Noah stopped immediately. So we'll be back with Noah riding on Brake here. I have 1 minute 36 to go in the second period. 10-1 lead for Hofer for the Huron Tigers in our opening match of the boys' duel here at the arena. Again, Brake trying to get up on his feet. Noah continues to ride him, leading 10-1, so in command here. But again, with the change in the points that they did starting last year, you can get back into a match a lot quicker.
Oh, absolutely.
You can pile up points faster than what you used to.
Oh, exactly. You do reversal in the back deal, you're 6. There you are. You're right back into most of them right away. So yeah, you got to stay on top of it here. You cannot relax a bit.
Hofer still got Brake's legs split there right now as he's working from up top. 47 seconds to go.
Pushes his head down, trying to go with a half coming across, and Brake's done a great job of just spread his legs out and countered that, stopped that. And Hofer's going back at it again. He's got a bar arm on the one side, and he walks, and Brake's doing a great job of staying out of that.
Oh, yeah. Hofer had him flipped, and he almost got the count there, but Brake was on his back briefly, but again, Chisholm's doing a good job of countering everything.
Oh, exactly.
He can't get away from Hofer, but Noah just can't make that last part of a move.
Well, and he's getting so close, but yet so far. Like we just said there, and we can't get there, but he's not quitting. That's the great thing about it. He's staying after him, keeps working on him, and that's a good thing here. You keep working him and getting him tired out.
Into the second period, and a 10-1 lead for Noah Hofer of Huron, and just give Noah credit. He's got a game plan here, and he's running it. And give Brake credit that You know, he could be done by now, but he's
absolutely.
made the counters to stay alive here to the third period.
You know, we had choice here. We go down, and that Hofer, he's going to get right back out of there, hopefully. And there's a turnover, reverse. There we go.
Yeah, not an escape, but a reversal, and it's 12-1 for Noah Hofer.
You know, it looks like he's putting a half in on the one side, but not getting anything. Got to get out to the side and run it, whichever way he decides to go.
We're early in the third period, and Noah Hofer's in control of this, up 12-1.
You know, and like we always say, you know, you want bonus points in. Here we come. Looks like he's cranking on it.
Yeah, but he's been doing that the whole match, and Brake's been able to counter him.
Did it again. Same thing, yeah. I think Goth comes out there and says we got to do something here.
Now he's starting to work from the front now, and Noah trying to do a little different angle here. Now he just lets him go.
Goes back in.
Skate point picks him up, takes him down, another three. So he gave him the escape, but then took him right down, 15-2 with 1 minute to go in the match. Again, Hofer cranking. Now he's got the back points. And he's going to get the match ended here, either tech fall or pin, as Hofer's got Brake on his back. Now Brake spins up on his stomach, and it'll end up being a tech fall win for Noah Hofer. 19-2, he gets the win by tech fall over Chisholm Brake of Pierre. Huron up 5-0 to start the duel. Timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
Norby Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. The Norby Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. Group fitness classes are led by the Norby Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Norby Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJB.
We move to 113 pounds. Carter Nelson on the mat for Huron Junior. Daniel Mason ranked number 6 at 113. And right now, no score here at 1:20 to go, first period. Both wrestlers on their feet.
And neither one's really made a shot here, which is nothing unusual. You got two good guys like this. They're going to sit there and feel you out for a little while and then make a move.
Well, both still on their feet and still feeling their way through the whole thing.
Carter made a kind of a shot at an outside single, and Mason did a great job of countering that.
Inside of a minute to go here in the first period, no score.
Mason, I don't think he's made a shot yet here. He's been countering everything that Carter's been throwing at him.
Well, still on our feet and still working against each other. 35 seconds left.
Well, they're not really a lot of aggressive movement here. Oh, Carter got into it, single.
Single, and nice counter, though, by Mason. Now, if Carter can slip his head out, he's going to get the takedown here, I think, but strong. There's some leg strength there by Mason.
He's hanging on for dear life there.
Pops the head out, and there it is, the takedown for Carter Nelson. He's up 3-0 late in the first period.
And, you know, when you got like that, we had the advantage there. We just had to keep working it and get it. And we come out of there with 3, and that's huge going at the end of that first period.
So into the first period, and Carter Nelson a 3-0 lead for the Huron Tigers.
Looks like we got choice. We're going down.
Going down, so we'll see the riding skills here for Daniel Mason. And quick off the whistle was Carter Nelson, but nice reaction by Mason. Right now he's just kind of riding up on him.
Looks like he had his leg hooked back and back. You got to come off of that. Got to work your way up, which he does. If you're Carter, you don't want to sit down there. You want to get your base underneath you. Keep working yourself up. Mason's doing a great job. He's making Carter carry all his weight. This is exactly what you want to do.
30 seconds gone in the second period. Carter Nelson of Huron a 3-0 lead. Right now, Daniel Mason of Pierre is riding on Nelson. And it looks like Mason's trying to do different things. Sit out by Nelson, but Mason just stays right with it, switches to the left side.
Got to be careful there if you're Carter, you don't get in that ball because you've got part of the cradle already helping him right there. You want to make sure you stay spread out.
6 o'clock, KIJV, AM, FM, Huron, high school wrestling from the Huron Arena. Huron Tigers and Pierre. Now in the boys-girls duel, went to Pierre, 54-12. And our Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update, stalemate between these two guys. I actually thought we might have seen that sooner.
Well, it was working there. It looks like Mason's likes to throw the legs, so we can see a lot of that going forward here, I would guess.
Back in the middle, and again, Mason still riding on Nelson, 46 seconds to go. And, if Mason can at least ride this out, he's going to consider that a small victory.
Oh, exactly. You didn't give anything up. You didn't get any points, but you didn't lose any here. And if you're Carter, you're hoping that you get at least one, if not two, out of this thing. Give yourself a little more cushion to work on in that third period. And you got to keep moving. You can't sit down there.
20 seconds to go here in the second period. Still 3-0. Carter Nelson got a takedown late in the first period, and that's been our scoring. And there's a caution stall on Mason.
I'm guessing what the referee's looking at there is he wasn't exposing himself, wasn't come out to the side. He just stayed back behind, and you got to come out to the side and try something.
10 seconds to go in the second period.
Now, if you're Carter, you got to take advantage of it. You got to keep moving, make him chase you.
Well, and right at the end of the second period, it's Nelson getting hit with the stall caution.
He didn't move down there. That's what you got to do. He's told these guys, hey, I'm sure he's been talking to them. Most officials do. Telling you got to move. And neither one of them was doing it. So here you go. There's the results.
So we go to the third period, a tight one here with Carter Nelson of Huron leading Daniel Mason of Pierre 3-0. And Mason is ranked number 6 at 113. Carter, though, is one of the more veteran wrestlers on this Tiger squad. And it's like Mason got in on a front headlock there. And now he's trying to twist it either way. It does have it in tight, trying to scoot around. Nelson's got a hold of the leg. That's what's saving him. Oh, nice throw by Nelson. And he's got Mason kind of tangled up now. Mason's got that leg up, probably saving him right now.
You got to pop that head out.
Pop the head out, and you're going to get the reversal, and you do. Or do you get the takedown? Oh, you get the takedown off that. 6-0 Carter Nelson. That's right. They both started on their feet.
Okay, now you got a huge there. Now you got to don't sit with it. You got trying to cradle there. Keep grinding on it.
Nelson trying to hook it up. There's the spin, and the cradle's in. Is he going to get back points? I haven't seen a swipe yet. Nope. Mason was able to circle out of it, but boy, that was there briefly for Carter.
Now he's got to be careful here because Mason's coming back into him. He's getting in trouble here, going to cradle both ways. And you keep your hips up.
Can't tell who's really in control. It looks like Carter, but
Carter is now.
There's some back points. It looks like back points for Carter Nelson with 35 seconds to go here in the match.
Keep walking ahead. Keep walking ahead.
I think he's got all the back points he's going to get. Now can he get the pin combination? 24 seconds to go in the match at 113. Carter Nelson, a solid effort here. Now he cranks it up again.
He's got to get his head in the ribs and drive it.
And he just keeps driving. It looked like Mason was going to get loose, and Carter Nelson comes in a little tighter. 7 seconds to go. And Carter Nelson, he's on the verge of the victory here, and it'll be a nice win for Carter over number 6 in Class A, Daniel Mason. The final will be 10-0 Carter Nelson, and the Tigers increase their lead to a 9-0. We'll take a timeout here of 30 seconds, 30 on Dakota Sports.
Delicious. Experience Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge. They specialize in steaks, burgers, seafood, and pasta. Ryan's Hangar can host your party in a private room and offer catering too. Open Monday through Friday 4 to 10, Saturday 4 to 11, and open for lunch every Thursday 11 to 2 and closed on Sunday. Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge in the Crossroads in downtown Huron.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
We move to 120, and Gable Urig of Pierre is in control of this, wrestling Ernest Wallette of Huron 5-0, and now he's got him in a pretty tight cradle. And just 30 seconds in, win by fall at 31 seconds. Didn't take long. Gable Urig, win by fall for Pierre. And they're on the board. It's 9-6. He wins over Ernest Wallette. We'll take a timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
ProClean Plus offers epoxy floor cleaning for garages, basements, and outdoor patios, as well as commercial and industrial spaces. Call 605-352-5776 to get a free estimate. Let the pros at ProClean Plus help you get a great-looking, durable surface with epoxy flooring. Locally owned and operated, visit them at 201 Market Street East, or check out their website at procleanplus.net. ProClean Plus is a proud sponsor here on Tiger Sports.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Welcome back to the Huron Arena as we move to 126 pounds. David Strasburg, 8th grader for Huron. Bodie Minder on the mat for Pierre. Minder ranked number 6 in the state, as has the last two Governor wrestlers, and we're 30 seconds in and no score at this point. Getting back to Ernest Wallette, he's the guy who basically, with the roll-up of the lineup, he's the one who got inserted into the lineup of 120. There's the takedown for Minder, and he's up 3-0 on Strasburg.
Well, they're aggressive. That's the way Pierre comes out there, and it's like Minder's got a bar arm and a half going there, and nothing with it. We did a great job of countering that.
And 1 minute gone here in the second period, and Minder pulls Strasburg back out onto the mat, and here comes some back points for him here. I'm kind of out of sight.
I got a little bit of, Minder's still on top of him. Now he recranks it again.
Win by fall. Minute 21, win by fall for Minder. And Pierre, just like that, takes the lead here in the duel as they're up 12-9. Win by fall, Bodie Minder of Pierre. Timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
Dine-in, carry-out, or fast delivery every day of the week. For delivery or carry-out, give them a call at 352-6925. Not sure what to order from their delicious menu? Then dine in and try their famous Godfather's Buffet, featuring a variety of pizza slices, tasty chicken, and many salads and desserts to choose from. They're locally owned, so stop in and say hi to Derek and the rest of the pizza crew. They're located at 195 21st Street in Huron. Godfather's Pizza. Give them a call, 352-6925.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
We move on to 132 pounds. Walker West, ranked number 7 at 132. Stephen Martins on the mat for Huron. Martins has been wrestling at 138, and in the roll-up on the bottom of the lineup, he moves up to 132, and he gets taken down and West with a 3-0 lead, 50 seconds in.
And boy, he's cranking right into a cross-face cradle, and he's working it.
Yeah, he's getting it in there pretty tight now.
He's walking it in.
Martin's just balling it up right now to try to keep himself out of trouble. Boy, West keeps going to it, though, and he's got it in a little tighter and a little tighter.
Now he walks through. He's going to slap him back here.
Yep, Martin's tried to stand up, and now he's in some trouble. 40 seconds to go, and back points off of this for sure, and Martin's really swinging the legs, trying to stay off the mat, but win by fall at 1:26. And just like that, Pierre, 3 consecutive first period pins, and they now lead 18-9. 1:26, win by fall, Walker West for Pierre. Timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
138 pounds from Pierre,
Hunter, the Huron Tigers. The doctors and staff at the Huron Eye Clinic are committed to providing quality service and products to their patients in Huron and surrounding areas. The Huron Eye Clinic offers comprehensive eye exams, contact lens exams, infant C screenings, LASIK consultations, ocular disease services, and pediatric eye care. Stop in at the office at 1288 Dakota Avenue South to make an appointment, or call the Huron Eye Clinic today at 605-352-4181.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
We move on to 138 pounds. Pierre leading the duel here, 18-9, and Rowdy Menning ranked number 8 at 138 on the mat for Pierre, and Brady Meyer, honorable mention of 144, but again rolls up to 138, and that's where he's wrestling Menning here. No score, 40 seconds in.
Well, they both had some good shots, but boy, Menning, he had a throw out of bounds, and good thing we were out of bounds.
All right, now still on our feet, head to head, just about a minute gone here in the first period. There's a nice single leg by Menning. Lift and bring down. There's the takedown, 3-0 Menning.
And that does a great job. He hooks that ankle right away and sits on it, and that's the way Brady can't get away.
So now riding on top here is where 45 seconds to go in the first period, 3-0 lead. Rowdy Menning of Pierre. Pierre leading in the duel, 18-9. Trying to roll through again, and still working up top is Menning.
I don't know, he just sit back around, and the referee's telling him get to go and somebody do something down there.
Again, Brady Meyer, a senior for the Huron Tigers.
And Menning, I kind of doing a half attempt at a bar arm cross, or cross half Nelson and not get much anything. Got his legs in there. Now he's going to the leg ride.
No, he pulled him back, but couldn't quite get him off the back there. But again, he's got control of Brady's left arm.
He's got that into a chicken wing now. Ran out of time.
Oh, ran out of time. I wasn't even watching the clock. Into the first period, 3-0 lead for Rowdy Menning of Pierre over Brady Meyer of Huron. Sounds like a wrestling name, Rowdy.
Oh, yeah.
Or football, or almost any sport, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Start the second period. Both wrestlers on their feet. 3-0 lead for Menning of Pierre. And doing the dancing right now, just poking. There's a shot by Meyer, countered by Menning. Back on our feet.
And boy, Menning, he's waiting. Let Brady. Now he does the shot. He gets in there deep with a double leg,
but then just drives Meyer off. I don't know how much that's Meyer going off or just being driven off by Menning. But
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, a little bit of both. But we're back on our feet. Still 3-0 Menning here early in the second period. And just doing the shadow wrestling right now, hopping around. Put a hand in. There's a single leg by Meyer. Got in on it, trying to drive it up as Menning flattened out. Now back on our feet, and Brady's still in there. Now he's got to go to the bear hug up top, and we're just back on our feet again with Menning now has his arms kind of hooked under.
And he's getting, Brady's got there's a throw by Menning. Oh, wow, that took a gutsy move.
And it almost... He ran out of bounds, but he put himself on his back with that.
Yeah, and he was planning to go in there. That's what he was trying to do. And
well, he knew where he was on the mat too.
Exactly, and he felt comfortable doing it, and he made it work his way he wanted. He got back in there deep on that single leg again.
Menning with the single leg on Brady Meyer of Huron. Still 3-0, 50 seconds to go, second period.
Brady's up there. He's going to now for Menning, you just got to work around and drop the legs down and
man,
got to be careful there. Ooh, looks like a headlock coming.
Oh, Brady Meyer again. He does get the 3-point takedown off of that.
Here comes the chicken wing with the bar arm, and he's walking.
He's walking it. 30 seconds to go in the second period. Brady's doing a good job of countering it, staying on his stomach.
Oh yeah.
But Menning still has the leg split there and just goes from one shoulder to the other, trying to get that hooked in. Now he tilts the other way, but basically brought Brady on top of him. And with 13 seconds to go here, 6-0 lead Menning on the strength of a pair of takedowns.
And he's got that chicken wing in there, and Brady fought that off. Now we're back to nothing.
And we're at the end of the second period with a 6-0 lead for Rowdy Menning of Pierre at 138 pounds.
And you could be here, just one move. You catch him right on a takedown, you're back in it.
He's kept himself close.
And that's a good thing. He's in striking distance here.
But now it's third period, he got to go.
Exactly. Can't be waste much time here. You don't have it to give.
Meyer tried to slide in on the single leg. Now Menning does get in on the single leg, and he's going to, does not quite have the control
yet.
There.
He's in right there.
Well, he's in the wrong direction there, and Brady's got a hold of Menning's leg, and that's what's saving him from the takedown here. 30 seconds gone here in the third period. and we'll go stalemate and back up on her feet. So Brady's done a lot of survival here, but again, now we're running out of daylight here with 1:24 to go, down 6-0.
Yeah, you got to make it. You got to get a move here, and but Manning, he doesn't give you a lot of opportunities here. He lets you shoot. He'll get you in there, but he's such a great counterer. Like right there, let Brady shoot. You let him get in there. Now he does that front headlock on him, and then he'll walk it around, and he's going to go back. He's going to get a leg hooked here.
Nearing 1 minute to go in the match, and boy, Meyer's getting his leg split. That looks like it hurts.
It's got that. You're stretching right out, and Manny's got him into a cradle there, and he keeps walking, and there he's going to throw him.
And rolls him down. There's another three-point takedown. Now Menning is getting the back points here with 45 seconds to go in the match. He's got the back points out of this. Now, can he get the pin combination, and Meyer able to roll out of it?
Now Banks will puts his head in the ribs, brings it right back over into the cradle. So the back points don't move. He hasn't broke it. Now he did.
Yep, now he does give him the back points. So it's 13-0 with 25 seconds to go, and Menning, well, all he has to do is get a tilt or something to get the tech fall here, but 19 seconds to go. And for Brady, you just don't want to give him any more, but unfortunately, here it comes, and going to be at least a tech fall, if not the pin here. And Meyer does get on his back, and we're going to end up with the tech fall with 2 seconds left. So 17-0. They just about get the 6 minutes, but 17-0 tech fall win for Rowdy Menning of Pierre. And the Governors go up 23-9. Timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
Is proud to be part of the Huron community and to cheer on area high school athletes all season long. At Wishbone, they believe in supporting local, which is why you'll find South Dakota favorites on their shelves, from wines and meats to hometown snacks. They have great in-store savings and new products with updates shared on their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and stop in today to shop local, save more, and enjoy the best from South Dakota at Wishbone Market.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Well, we're moving along. A pair of open weights for Huron. So Alex Odekoven, ranked number 1 at 144, win by forfeit. Jordan Schaefer, ranked number 3 at 150, win by forfeit. Just like that, Pierre punches up the lead to 35-9. And I believe the rest of the weights will be wrestled out here as we move to 157. Talon Lightfield for Pierre, and Tegan Lean, ranked number 6 at 157, junior on the mat for the Huron Tigers. And a quick shot taken by Lightfield. He got in there deep, but Lean a nice counter. Now he's fighting back. He gets the single leg on Lightfield. Lightfield spins him over, and what happened there?
Injury timeout or something, bleeding?
Yeah, I know right away. I saw Lightfield look at the ref right away.
I'm guessing it's a nose.
Yep, so we have injury time here with the clock started, and looks like they're going to do a little work on maintenance on Lightfield here.
If it happens that quick, you might as well just start him with him in and go out.
So Coach Sean Lewis there, and got our trainer out there to help out as well for the Huron Tigers. They got Kettlehead out there, I think. So that didn't take long. I guess I'm not sure where we're at in the match because they got the blood clock running, but now they've already stopped that. Now they got to do a little work or a little wipe off the mat as well, as Lean just kind of watching and waiting here as we're just underway at 157 pounds. Not sure of the time here at this point. But still working now. They're just wiping off Lightfield there as well. So wait on it here. And Huron Tigers, a pair of wins. Noah Holfer, tech fall, 19-2 at 106 pounds. Carter Nelson, a 10-0 win at 113. Now we're back to wrestling, just 20 seconds in. Still no score here. Lean going in on the single leg, and a little hop there by Lightfield. Lean just about has control from behind. He does he have the takedown? He does.
Yep.
3-0 lead, Lean, but now Lightfield turns and gets the single leg on Lean, but they go off the mat.
Loss of control there.
It is a escape. Okay, so 3-1 lead for Lean, and here we go with the blood again.
Yeah, Lean gets up and points his finger at the referee. I got blood on it here. Or maybe he's got one. Looks like he's got one now.
Oh, okay. So we've only wrestled 40 seconds here in this at 157 pounds.
Well, sometimes you got those guys that are got the nosebleeder guys. Yeah.
Well, they're doing both of them are kind of doing the Tasmanian Devil type of
thing. They're beating on each other.
I mean, they're not doing any shadow wrestling out there. They are both going hard at each other.
Yep.
So doing a little clean up on the mat. Looks like a Lean is ready to go for the Tigers, but still doing some work there on Talon Lightfield of the Pierre Governors. Pierre leading 35-9. Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update here on Tech Fall win. Noah Hofer at 106, 19-2. Carter Nelson, a 10-0 major decision at 113. Then since then, we've had 1, 2, 3 straight pins and 1, 2, 3, or a Tech Fall, then 2 straight forfeits for Pierre, and they've taken control of the duel here at 35-9. And looks like we had everybody cleaned up. We spent more time cleaning up blood than we have wrestling here so far, 40 seconds. And we're back to wrestling, a 3-1 lead for Tegan Lean.
We might not be done with that yet.
Well, you figure once it starts, it's not going to stop very
nope, not when
until you're done wrestling.
Not when these two guys are beating on each other the way they are.
Well, just do it. Now we are doing some shadow wrestling here as both just kind of sticking the hands out. There's a shot by Lightfield. Got in there nicely on the double leg, but a spin around. Lean had a nice counter going there, but he was briefly had both the wrestlers off the mat.
Nice cross face by Lean. Great job there.
Now back on our feet here with 50 seconds to go. There's the single leg attempt by Lightfield, countered by Lean. We're back up to our feet, ear to ear. And now release and reset back to the middle of the mat.
And so far, Lightfield's been the one that's been a little more aggressive on the takedowns, but Lean caught him and got one out of it. That's okay.
Inside of 30 seconds to go, first period, and doing more of the shadow wrestling here, which has actually allowed the clock to run. There's single leg by Lean, gets in there, drives.
He's going to finish that one?
Can he pop his head out as Lightfield has his arm out? There it is, takedown, and he's going to get back points out of it too. Lean has Lightfield in there tight, 6 seconds to go. He's got the back points, but I don't think he's going to get the pin combination. He runs out of time. But Tegan had it in there tight, and it's a 10-1 lead for Tegan Lean on a big swing there, 7 points right at the end of the first period.
And it looks like we got blood again.
Yep, I see Coach Lewis out there for Pierre to work on his wrestler and Lean. Looks like he's just had to get a new plug in there, it looks like. We're going to be ready to go here with the second period, and Lightfield will take the referee's position down low. Off the whistle, and we wrestle again with Lean now riding here to start the second period, and Tegan's open up a nice 10-1 lead over Talon Lightfield of Pierre.
He's doing a great job of wrestling underneath the arms. Don't want to get over the top of him. That would give Lightfield a chance to come out the back door. But he's not giving Lightfield anything to do here. He just keeps pounding on him.
The Lean continues to ride as we went 30 seconds here in the second period. 10-1 lead for Tegan Lean of Huron.
Not quite seeing what he's trying to.
Well, trying to split it there now, but
looks like he's got to working the arms up, arm bar or something on one side, not trying to half, but he's not. He's got to come out to this.
Lightfield's really not giving him anything.
No, and he's not going to. He's just going to keep staying. His base is good. Lightfield's base is good. And Lean's got to come out to the side here and expose himself a little bit and try to turn him a little bit, because Lightfield's not going to give you anything here. He can sit right where he's at and just do enough to keep moving, and we're just hanging back there.
There's the caution stall on Lean, and I thought I saw the
ref. It was working.
Bump the mat, saying I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, they'll tell you. They'll give you. They're letting you know what they're going to do, and if you don't move, you're going to get it.
43 seconds to go here in the second period. 10-1 lead for Tegan Lean of Huron. And he just had the caution for the stall.
And he's got the legs split a little bit, but he's not. He's working the arms up a little bit, but he's not getting out to the side. Now he moves out a little bit. There's a good deal there.
But he backs right back in.
Yeah, he's got the chicken wing there, and he's not. Nothing's going to come out of that unless they can keep walking that to the side.
Well, Lightfield kind of.
Oh,
been
there
in the
got
ball
potentially
there.
dangerous there.
Yep. Well, you called it before the official did.
Oh, I can see that coming.
You got the radar.
I can see that one coming. The way his arms just slipped down there, and those you just see them. You just get anticipated to them.
14 seconds to go, second period. Lean, a little roll over there on Lightfield. Lightfield countered it nicely. Lean getting a little more aggressive here as we get to the end of the second period. It looks like the official's kind of looking at Lightfield to make sure he's not bleeding again as we get to the end of the second period. Because Tegan did kind of smash him to mash his face to the mat there right at the end.
Yeah, if the official looked down there and said, okay, yeah, you're okay, we're going.
Both wrestlers on their feet to start the third period, a 10-1 lead for Tegan Lean of Huron.
So this is where you want to be. We've had good luck on our feet. We normally come down with the takedown. We get it into back points. We got to do that again here.
Well, there's the drive, and boy, you got to be careful on that as Lightfield drove Lean off, and Lean actually hit the arena floor. He was way off the mat, and
so he's getting a chat. He's getting a chat out.
Yeah, the Tiger coaches were not impressed with that.
And you shouldn't be. You know,
you got to know where you're at on the mat.
Well, and you need to you need to pull back. That's on them.
Now give Tegan credit. He popped right up. Major Lean would have nothing else on that.
Yep.
Hand control here with 1:23 to go in the match. 10-1 lead for Tegan Lean.
Now, if you're Tegan, you just want to keep working it, set it up.
Lightfield gets in on a double leg, and Lean flattens out nicely, scoots around, gets the takedown, and Tegan Lean goes up 13-1 with 1:05 to go in the match.
Now, I would work a little bit here on the upper body, and if I don't have any success with that, I'd gate him, turn him loose, and come back up.
That looks like what he's going to do. He's going to let him up, but he's going to let him up on his terms. There's the escape point, and now Tegan dives right back in, leading 13-2, 45 seconds to go. Lean's got that front headlock in.
And you got to be aggressive with this here now. You got to turn it.
Well, Lean trying to shuffle offside, and again, I'm not seeing Lightfield do a lot down there.
Well, he's got a hold of an arm. That's all he's trying to do.
Well, Lean keeps spinning, and they go right off the mat, but Tegan was being very aggressive. The Tiger coaches, I think, were lobbying for two, but didn't get it. 25 seconds to go in the match. 13-2. Tegan Lean back on our feet.
If you're Lightfield, all he's going to do is stall here. He's not going to give you anything. If you're Tegan, you got to come after it some way, somehow.
Trying to prevent another bonus point, basically.
That's all he's after here.
10 seconds to go. Tegan Lean in good control here on his way to the win. And, Matt, we're just not doing much wrestling anymore. A quick shot there by Lean. A crossover by Lightfield. And he does get the takedown at the buzzer.
And nothing else. So.
But that could have been worse.
Oh, absolutely.
Tegan Lean, though, gets the win 13-5 as Huron gets their third match win of the night. We'll take a timeout. 30 back here to the arena. 30 on Dakota Sports.
Provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
We move to 165 pounds. Porter Hunsley, sophomore for Pierre. Aiden Earhart, senior for Huron. Hunsley's ranked number 3, but at 175, but he's down at 165 for tonight at least, and no score. Earhart tried to shuck in. Now Hunsley has control from the front. Brings Earhart back on the floor. Now we're officially 35-13 according to my track wrestling, Alex Odekoven's forfeit at 144 ended up just being neither wrestler or neither team having a wrestler there. So I suppose Odekoven able to save a weigh-in. I don't know.
Well, if he already weighed, depending on how if they let him on the roster, he's there.
Well, Hunsley a takedown now. He's got Earhart in a lot of trouble. He's got the side.
You got cradle
in, and
and we're not rocking very much here.
Yeah, win by fall at 1:19 for Porter Hunsley of Pierre, and Pierre goes up 41-13. We'll take a timeout of 30 back here to the arena. 30 on Dakota Sports.
Finance your existing home. I'm Jamie Olson, your local mortgage loan officer at American Bank and Trust in Huron. Whether it's a conventional loan with local servicing, VA, FHA, rural development, jumbo, or a home equity line of credit, I'm here to help you find the right fit. Let's make your home goals happen. Apply today at mortgagewithjamie.com or call 353-2818. American Bank and Trust, where your journey begins. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
We move on to 175 pounds. Damon Horsley on the mat for Pierre. Uriah Cardona, 8th grader for Huron, and no score, about 40 seconds in.
And not moving real fast either yet.
We're getting those upper weights, and you know what you like to say sometimes. Well, just looking for the hand control right now as we're 1 minute in, no score. 41-13 is the dual score, so evidently one of those forfeits in the middle by Pierre was not a forfeit. And just a lot of push and shoving. There's a shot by Cardona, countered by Horsley, and we're just back up on our feet. Back to doing hand control with 40 seconds to go here in the first period.
And neither one really wants to shoot much here, looks like, and be very cautious. So we'll see which way they go when they at the end of the period there, where who gets a choice and where they go.
Inside of 30 seconds to go here in the first period, and well, just a lot of hand jive. Now they both locked up, ear to ear.
Now we got an underhook on the one. Cardona's got an underhook there. He just needs to kind of work with that and pop him up and go underneath.
Well, they just separate here again with 6 seconds to go here in the first period. And just shadow wrestling, and we'll be done. No score as we start the second period here at 175 pounds. And it'll be Horsley with the referee's position. He'll take down. Cardona will ride. Start the second period. Cardona right away goes to work on a leg.
Got to get him broke down.
Well, Cardona's still trying to come off the side there. He's still got that leg pinned in.
He's got to come off. Got to release that after so many seconds. And Horsley's just basically sitting there on his all fours and just kind of rocking back and forth and not doing a whole lot of anything either.
30 seconds gone here in the second period. Horsley almost got the stand up there, but Cardona takes him back down. Uriah still, he's working side to side. He's got the foot right now, but not sure where he can take it, really.
Well, all he can do is just break him down, and Horsley does the same thing. He comes back to his referee's position and tries to get himself up. Now he's got to stand up.
Horsley's on his feet, and Cardona will let him go in a 1-0 lead for Damon Horsley. We're back on our feet with a minute to go in the second period.
And if you're Cardona, you got to be a little aggressive here. You can get in there. You can hook him up with that and work off of that. Tie up. You just got to make sure you got to have a purpose with it.
Well, they're still going the head-to-head thing here towards the edge of the circle. Now a spin by Cardona. Now they release and reset and going back towards the middle. Again, trying to get hand control. 35 seconds to go, second period.
And they're doing a tie-up back and forth. But then they don't come off of that with anything. So you got to be a reason for your tying up, guys. You just don't want to sit there and tie up with it. You got to have a purpose what you're doing with it.
20 seconds to go here in the second period. 1-0 lead for Horsley with an escape earlier in this period. loss of control, as Corky likes to say.
Yeah, and now like I say, okay, you got under 10 here. Now it depends on where Cardona's going to have a choice going into the third period. And now if I was him, I'd go back
Cardona tried
down.
to get on the single leg, but ran out of time anyway. So, yeah, we'll see what Uriah wants. Yep, he says, I'm going down.
You got to go down. Your feet, you're both struggling with your feet. You got to get at least you get 1 point out of there, maybe 2. And that could be what's going to decide this match here.
We start the third period. Horsley, a 1-0 lead over Uriah Cardona of Huron. Cardona trying to stand up. And Horsley hanging on to that leg, doing a nice job. And now Horsley actually, if he can get a throw in there, Cardona gets in underneath the arm there.
And he's kind of gaining some ground here with Horsley. He did good. He come around to the backside, got the leg hook, but then Cardona's got to be careful there. He's getting on his butt, and he's got to keep scooting.
Well, now, yep, and that's what Cardona is, and Cardona locks his legs in. Is that enough for the reversal? He does get the reversal, and Uriah Cardona goes up 2-1 right as they went out of bounds. Used his legs to his advantage, even though he was kind of sliding up, but now he has to ride on Horsley with 1:19 to go in the match. And we resume wrestling.
You got to keep coming up on that. You got to sit, break him down, but you can't sit with that. You got to keep working up.
Tight one here at 175 pounds. Uriah Cardona leading 2-1. Horsley gets up on his feet. Cardona brings him back down.
And throws a leg in there, and Horsley hooked that. He grabbed that. And there it looks like Cardona might get a chance at some back points.
He's trying to get the tilt out of that. Cardona's got the legs hooked in nicely, but now Horsley moves his hips back. And now Uriah trying to reload there with 43 seconds to go, a 2-1 lead. And that arm's getting up there pretty.
You got to be watching that arm. That could turn over.
Now Cardona goes to the side there on Horsley. Horsley trying to stand up again. And he gets away, gets the escape with 28 seconds to go. Uriah got up too high. We're back on our feet with 23 seconds to go, tied at 2.
And if you get a good shot here, take it. Otherwise, take your chances in sudden death.
Oh, we walk back into the middle with 9 seconds to go. And we're tied at 2.
I don't think anybody's going to do anything right here. They're going to go into the next one.
So we're going to go to a sudden death overtime. Trying to remember, does anybody have a stall in this?
Nothing.
I didn't think so.
Nothing. Nobody's got a warning, no nothing.
Yep.
So it's dead even.
We're dead even all around, and sudden death here with another minute on the clock. Overtime number 1, sudden death here, and then I think you do the ride out thing after that, right? So if somebody can get a takedown here, then it'll be a win.
Yep. And you got to get in there.
Cardona tried to get the throw. Now he comes around top, and there it is. Cardona, the overtime takedown to win it 5-2. What a nice win.
Beautiful.
In overtime, 5-2 win decision in overtime for Uriah Cardona. Exciting match, and Cardona picks up the win. It's 41-16 Pierre. Timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
With Blaine Anderson of Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Blaine Anderson, 1835 Arizona Avenue, Southwest in Huron.
Looking for personalized apparel such as t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets? PB Sports, of course. How about signs, logos, and vinyl graphics that pop? PB Sports, of course, proud sponsor of the Tigers, PB Sports, downtown Huron.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
And we move to 190 pounds, and it's Will Eilers, ranked number 7 in the state, and Lucas Chaparro for Huron, ranked number 8, 3-1 lead here early for Eilers. And right now, just feeling each other out here as we move along.
Chaparro, he's got the arm tied up.
And we go out of bounds. And back to the middle of the mat. 3-1 lead, Eilers here early on. And
try to throw. Is he gonna
try to throw? And he just brought Chaparro up on top of him, but he's still got control of the head and rolls through, and he does get the takedown before going out of bounds. Both wrestlers, it looked like, had a chance there.
Oh, if we could have got our hips turned a little quicker, we probably could have got out of that, but yeah.
So back in the middle of the mat, but a 6-1 lead for Eilers here now with 42 seconds to go here in the first period.
Chaparro tried to sit out, but Eilers did a great job of countering that. Grabbed his arm, pulled him back in.
30 seconds to go in the first period, and Eilers has opened a 6-1 lead here over Lucas Chaparro of Huron.
Chaparro does another sit out. Eilers does the same thing again. He grabs that arm, pulls him back in.
Well, just riding it out here now with 10 seconds to go here in the first period at 190 pounds. And not seeing a lot out of Chaparro here as Eilers kind of controlled that after he got that second takedown, and it's 6-1 Eilers as we go to the second period.
Eilers does a great, he makes Chaparro carry his weight. He's putting it all down on him, and riding him that way. And, you got to carry that. That's 190 pounds you got to tote around there.
Now, Chaparro has to ride here to start the second period as well, trailing 6-1, and off we go in wrestling. Haven't had one false start tonight, girls or boys.
That's unusual.
Well, we're a month into the season, so we should be seeing less of it at least. Up on the feet is Eilers, and Chaparro tries to go with the trip and does roll him out of bounds. But Eilers did get on his feet, and it just looked like it's going to be hard for Chaparro to ride him unless he can get himself a move of his own to get him a little more turned. Again, Eilers tries to sit out. Now he just goes flat on his stomach as Chaparro trying to hook it up underneath the arms.
Throws him back over.
Roll through, and Eilers just went right with it. Now Eilers on his feet. Chaparro gets him back down. Eilers, though, going to escape and get the reversal, and he'll go up 8-1.
Chaparro helped him out there.
Yeah, Chaparro left himself exposed, and Eilers pounced.
Yeah, you took advantage of that. Got the gap, got the hips separated, and that's all he needed was that little bit of in there, and he took it.
There now, Eilers is now riding on Lucas Chaparro as we're nearing the middle point here of the match. 1 minute to go in the second period. And Eilers just controlling up top here now, hooks a leg in. And Lucas Chaparro just having a hard time getting much of anything accomplished down low. Now he does get on his feet, a little spin move, almost got out of there, but nicely countered by Eilers, and he'll continue to ride. Eilers now goes right to left, still trying to pin down on Chaparro.
Now, Chaparro, when he gets off your hips like that, that's when you feel that pressure move. That's when you got to start trying to get out of there.
30 seconds to go in the second period. Eilers up here, up 8-1 on Chaparro from Huron at 190 pounds.
He hooks that leg now, and then he's working that up, going to do a cheap tilt here, it looks like, or pull him back over again, which he's done twice already.
Yep, Eilers hooks the leg in and just couldn't quite get it. Now he's hooking in a little tighter. And Chaparro gets hold of Eilers' foot, and if he can pop his head out, he might get the reversal out of this at least. But it runs out of time. He was in good position. Eilers a good job of hanging on.
He got his leg in there, and he's losing the connection there, and Chaparro was getting his hips up, which was key to that move.
Here we go, right, with Eilers in the referee's position again, so Chaparro must have chose to ride in the second period there. I shouldn't have said anything. There's a false start caution on Chaparro.
Well, he anticipated a move.
So start the third period, 8-1 lead here for Will Eilers of Pierre over Lucas Chaparro of Huron. Lucas again riding just like we did in the second period. And boy, Eilers just does not let Chaparro just doesn't let him turn anything.
Nope, he keeps that one arm out, and then he just works the hip deals. We got a couple back points. I have a cheap tilt there. It looks like.
A little tilt there by Chaparro, and I think he'll get a 2. He's going to get 3 out of it. So that pulls him with the 8-4. That's a start with 1:25 to go.
And the thing is, you got to keep working those arms like that. That's how you get that little cheap tilt. Let Eilers sit there and relax a little bit and pull that in and do that cheap one on him.
Again, Chaparro continues to ride it out, but again, we're running out of daylight here with 1:08 to go, still down 4. Chaparro's been riding this whole period, did get a cheap tilt. Now Eiler's up on his feet, and Chaparro trying to wrestle him back down, does as both wrestlers roll through and out of bounds. We'll come back to the middle. 8-4 lead, Will Eilers, with 55 seconds to go here in the match.
And Chaparro, you got to keep trying. If you can do a cheap tilt again, you're only one tilt away from tying this up. If you can snag him.
And here we go with 54 seconds to go. 8-4 lead for Will Eilers. Again, he's ranked 7, and Chaparro is ranked number 8 here at 190 pounds. And again, Eilers able to get up on his feet. Now Lucas lets him go. Escape point makes it 9-4, and we're back on our feet. But you got to start working here. If you're Lucas Chaparro, you're on your feet. You got to take shots.
Yeah, you got to be aggressive. You got to drop the hammer and you got to go hard. You can't sit back and wait. You got to start pile driving if nothing else, and push him. And you're not doing that.
30 seconds to go. 9-4 lead Eilers. Eilers can just be cautious here, conservative if he wants. We're on our feet, forehead to forehead.
He can back up for what's left of the time here before he even has to get a warning.
12 seconds to go, and Chaparro just not even taking shots. Well, I guess kind of got Eilers has him in the headlock there too, trying to get the trip here with 4 seconds to go, and I don't know if we're going to get anything else. We will not, but Will Eilers will win it by decision, 9-4. Pierre increases their lead to 44-16. Timeout 30 here on Dakota Sports.
Great teams need more than talent. They need leadership, positivity, and the power of Hereford beef. At Ravine Creek Ranch, the Bischoffs know raising Hereford cattle takes commitment and care, the same qualities that make great students and athletes. Lead by example, stay positive, and give it your all, on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. The Bischoffs at Ravine Creek Ranch are proud supporters of the Huron Tigers.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Well, just 2 matches left on the evening now as we move to 2:15 for the boys. Ben Cardona, sophomore, honorable mention in the rankings for Huron, and Kalo Steely on the mat for Pierre. And these guys are going right at it there. They're locked up right at the center of the mat.
They're each trying to throw. You can see that already doing their underhook and, tying that up there. And so that's what they're after. Each one's trying to do it. Slapping each other alongside the head. Big boys going at it.
Yeah, they're looking at hand control right now as Cardona continues to lean in. Now back it off some. Now hook up there by Steely.
They both trying to get a bear hug in there.
Well, Steely's definitely got the bear hug in. Tries to go with the trip, but nice counter by Cardona. Oh, nope. But he's going to end up going back up, and, well, just nothing comes out of that. The trip, and Cardona had a nice counter there briefly. I thought he was going to roll through it, but instead we're back on our feet with 54 seconds to go in the first period.
These guys are walking in and hooking up and trying to throw. There's kind of a headlock by Cardona, but he didn't really have it hooked up tight enough.
Yeah, just kind of let him loose with 37 seconds to go here in the first period. I bet that was an older brother that yelled, "You got 30."
Yeah.
There's got in on the single leg and a nice counter by Steely, and Steely's going to get the takedown off of that. No, they really had all the control there. He's kind of off to the side, but Steely up 3-0, and he's trying to hook up something here late in the first period. He's got Cardona on his back, and here comes back points. Steely's at least going to get some back points out of this,
flips
I
over
believe.
on top and locks. Ooh.
Win by fall with a minute 58. 2 seconds left in the first period. Steely gets the win by fall over Ben Cardona, and Pierre takes the lead 50-16. We have one match left on tonight. We'll take a break here of 30 on Dakota Sports.
285 pounds from Pierre,
12 states. Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
And we move on to heavyweight, or 285. And it's Hillary John Smith for Huron and Devin Binger for Pierre. There's a three-point takedown for Binger right off the edge of the mat. Now they're off, and it's 3-0 for Binger from Pierre.
Binger looks like he's a little bit thicker.
Well, again, and Hillary, is giving up a couple of inches in height, too, which does make a difference when you get up in these tall, well, in most any weight, it makes a difference.
Oh, yeah, especially with these big guys like that. That's a lot of leverage there.
So 30 seconds gone, 3-0 lead for Binger for Pierre at heavyweight, or 285, if you will.
Come with a half, cranking it over, and he's laying on,
back
getting on
points,
top.
and now he's got Smith on his back. He's got control of the arms. Smith trying to bridge out of it. There's the win by fall at 46 seconds. So win by fall, Devin Binger at 46 seconds, and that will wrap up the duel, and the Pierre Governors will defeat the Huron Tigers 56-16. And Pierre sweeps the two duels here, the girls and the boys, tonight. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Gary Zell Auto Glass post-match is coming up next. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
Dairy Queen of Huron. The August blizzard of the month is Reese's Caramel Craze, and it's only for a limited time, so get your new favorite blizzard today. For birthdays or anniversaries, or for any occasion, get a DQ cake. Call 352-5097 or stop in and order one for your party. Treat yourself and then reward yourself with the DQ app and download it today and save. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron.
This is Matt Sibley with Brian J. Davidson Insurance Agency in Huron. You changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose, because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are your calves performing to their full potential? Does the ration provide everything they need? Let the experienced feed consultants at Dakota Land Feeds help you get the performance you want and the service you deserve. With the ability to balance rations for every stage of a calf's life, the feed consultants provide valuable information to support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Dakota Land Feeds, your local feed supplier.
Gary Zell Auto Glass is a proud supporter of Huron High School sports and the Tiger postgame show. Gary and Michael Zell offer mobile glass replacement of windshields, door glass, cars and trucks, even tractor cabs on site. Gary Zell Auto Glass does chip repairs, and they process all insurance paperwork. Call 352-0836 or toll free 1-888-852-0355. Gary Zell Auto Glass in Huron.
The Huron Tiger post-game report on Tiger 95 is brought to you by Gary Zell Auto Glass. Here's the voice of the Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
And welcome back to the Huron Arena. Gary Zell Auto Glass post-match begins as Coach Corcoran joins us here again. Matt Goff, head coach for the Huron boys, should come up shortly here as well, and we'll select our Signature Plus Outstanding Wrestler for the night. And Corky, some good things, some bad things. You knew Pierre was coming in here. Both teams, the girls and boys, were ranked number 3 in the state, so you knew there's quality wrestlers up and down the lineup. And so you knew that it'd be good experience if you could pick up a win or two, which we did in both duels. That should be helpful later on once we get to region seeding.
Well, that's the whole thing. You had to go through these guys sometime, so you might as well get it out of the way right away. Now you know where you're at. It's early in the month of January, so you can kind of see where you need to make adjustments and whatever. And this is what you got to – these are the type of guys and gals that you're going to have to wrestle to get there.
And, coming off the holiday break, I think sometimes you never know for sure what you're going to get. So, from that standpoint, I thought everybody came out and wrestled hard.
Well, exactly. And then they're good. We're adjusting the practice room. They'll be better at coming out again.
Coach Goff's made it up here, so we'll take a timeout of 2 minutes, come back and get his thoughts on the duel and also pick our outstanding wrestler for the night. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
Bruises and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Over and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center.
At Car Chiropractic, we know sports injuries just don't sideline your game. They can sideline your life. Whether you're a weekend warrior, a competitive athlete, or just love staying active, getting back to your best is what we do best. Our team of experts will work with you one-on-one to develop a rehab plan that's as unique as you are. Don't let an injury keep you from doing what you love. Call Car Chiropractic today at 605-352-5264 or visit carchiropractic.com.
The Nordby Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. The Nordby Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. Group fitness classes are led by the Nordby Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Nordby Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends.
Experience delicious. Experience Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge. They specialize in steaks, burgers, seafood, and pasta. Ryan's Hangar can host your party in a private room and offer catering too. Open Monday through Friday 4 to 10, Saturday 4 to 11, and open for lunch every Thursday 11 to 2 and closed on Sunday. Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge in the Crossroads in downtown Huron.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV are your home for Huron Tiger sports.
And again, welcome back to the Huron Arena. Continue on the Gary Zell Autoglass post-match. Huron Tiger boys fall here in the duel tonight, 56-16, but picking up 4 wins in the duel as head coach Matt Goff joins us here. And first off, Coach, in general terms, never sure how guys are going to come back here after the break. I know you did have a week's worth of practice here before you came out here tonight, but overall, I think everybody was kind of where they needed to be, and outside of maybe 1 or 2 of the matches, kind of went the way you thought.
Yeah, we wrestled well. We never gave up. We kept going after our point, so I can't hang our heads on that. The ones that were supposed to win went out there and controlled their matches and did what we expected, and the toss-up matches kind of turned up into toss-up matches. Noah started off really well with a solid performance at his first time down at 106, and then Carter wrestled a really tough kid that's rated in the state and got a good win, and then we kind of went through our younger guys that kind of seen their first round in varsity lineups this year, and then Brady had a tough opponent. We'd like to get that one back. I think we set up our shots a little better. We can close the gap there. Then we went to Teagan. Teagan wrestled really well, looking for the points at the end and never giving up, so that's what we like to see. And then Uriah came out and got an overtime win for an 8th grader. That's good to see somebody stay on the offense and be able to find a way to win as an 8th grader. And then Lucas lost a close one. I mean, he's one of the top kids in the state right now, and Lucas closed the gap on him a little bit, but we just didn't quite find a way at the beginning. The kid hit us with the move that we knew he had from the last time we wrestled him, but we stopped it ever after that. So good to see him only give up 1 of the slide bys this time, and hopefully if we see him again, we don't give up any. And then we just rounded off with a couple hard losses.
And you take a look at some of Noah Hofer comes right out. Back in the fall when we were still in football season, and the freshmen started coming up to practice with the varsity, and I'm sitting there talking to Mike Postman at practice. He says, "You watch the Hofer kid in the back. That kid's aggressive. He will go after it." Well, we're seeing that aggressiveness here in wrestling.
Yeah, Noah's he's wrestled his whole life. He has his older brother who was a state place winner for us, and Noah really gets after it, and I'm excited to see what he can do at 106 pounds. Started off the year at 113, just a little bit undersized, but now I think at 106 he'll be one to compete with.
And then Carter Nelson at 113. Again, he rolled up from 120, and he beat the number 6 kid in the state, Daniel Mason, 10-0. And Carter is our Signature Plus Outstanding Wrestler for tonight. And he just looked confident out there. You know, it took a little while to get going, but eventually he broke Mason down and kind of forced Mason to do some things maybe he didn't want to do. And you can just see Carter's been maybe along with him and Brady Meyer, they've been the two that have been wrestling varsity the longest in this lineup, and I thought that kind of showed tonight.
Yeah, Carter's a really talented kid. He's tough on top, and when he gets on top, he's hard to get away from. So getting open on our offense a little bit earlier, he battled a little bit of injury early in the year, and now he's feeling pretty healthy. He got down to 113 pounds, so really excited to see what he can do this year as well, now that he's down at a weight class he should be at.
And then Tegan Lean, you go up to 157. He got the win 13-5. He's ranked number 6. He's our highest ranked wrestler here coming into the night. And, with that means, the other team knows that's a guy, that's the guy that maybe we're going to go after a little more. And the Lightfield kid did some good things against Tegan, but, Tegan, when he made his moves, he made them pay off.
Yep, Tegan got to his finishes quick. Besides the last one where he was just trying to force the kid to his back, gave up a takedown at the end, but Tegan really controlled the match the whole time. Really good re-attacks and getting to his angles right away, finishing fast. The kid was looking to roll around and make it funky, and Tegan kept the match under control.
Then the last win was Uriah Cardona, a 5-2 overtime win. And, one just for, as an 8th grader, just to get to overtime, you feel good. What a great learning experience for that kid, not only get to overtime, but win it.
Yeah, Uriah's up at 175 as an 8th grader. That's a tall task to go after, and he does a good job of filling that spot for us. Sometimes the maturity, it just quite isn't there yet, but he really wrestled a tough match.
The older brother is going to keep him in line.
Yep. The older brother will have to keep him in line.
All of them.
Yep, all the brothers. Yep, it's good to have the whole family dynamics with the Cardonas, the Leans, and the Hofers, and just really helps out your team and helps them grow.
Now, as we look ahead, I think Aberdeen Tuesday, then Brandon Valley weekend next weekend. Like I said to Drew after his match, I don't think you could get any busier in the month of January than what you are. January, I don't know if you have more than. I don't think you'll ever have more than 2 practices back-to-back without having some competition.
Yeah, we go pretty hard for the next 2 weeks, and then we get a little bit of a break after our middle school and our youth tournament, but those kids still have to come and work that. So we have a very busy next couple of weeks, and really hope we get ourselves healthy and really learn some things in the next few weeks so we can capitalize in February.
Matt Goth, head coach here on Tiger Boys. They fall here tonight to Pierre by a score of, it's over here, 56-16. Take a final timeout of 2 minutes, wrap it up here from the arena on Dakota Sports.
Clean Plus offers epoxy floor coating for garages, basements, and outdoor patios, as well as commercial and industrial spaces. Call 605-352-5776 to get a free estimate. Let the pros at Pro Clean Plus help you get a great-looking, durable surface with the epoxy flooring. Locally owned and operated, visit them at 201 Market Street East, or check out their website at procleanplus.net. Pro Clean Plus is a proud sponsor here on Tiger Sports. Godfather's Pizza of Huron offers dine-in, carry-out, or fast delivery every day of the week. For delivery or carry-out, give them a call at 352-6925. Not sure what to order from their delicious menu? Then dine in and try their famous Godfather's Buffet, featuring a variety of pizza slices, tasty chicken, and many salads and desserts to choose from. They're locally owned, so stop in and say hi to Derek and the rest of the pizza crew. They're located at 195 21st Street in Huron. Godfather's Pizza. Give them a call, 352-6925.
The Huron Eye Clinic is proud to sponsor the Huron Tigers. The doctors and staff at the Huron Eye Clinic are committed to providing quality service and products to their patients in Huron and surrounding areas. The Huron Eye Clinic offers comprehensive eye exams, contact lens exams, infant C screenings, LASIK consultations, ocular disease services, and pediatric eye care. Stop in at the office at 1288 Dakota Avenue South to make an appointment, or call the Huron Eye Clinic today at 605-352-4181.
Wishbone Market is proud to be part of the Huron community and to cheer on area high school athletes all season long. At Wishbone, they believe in supporting local, which is why you'll find South Dakota favorites on their shelves, from wines and meats to hometown snacks. They have great in-store savings and new products with updates shared on their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and stop in today to shop local, save more, and enjoy the best from South Dakota at Wishbone Market.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Welcome back to the Huron Arena, wrapping up our Huron Tiger wrestling coverage tonight as Pierre picks up a pair of dual wins from Huron. Let's do a Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. 605-352-5316 for Seven Sons Heating and Air, 111 Dakota Avenue North in Huron. For the girls, they fell 54-12. 2 wins for Huron, win by fall 50 seconds for Reva McGaw at 115. Then at 125 pounds, a win by fall by Moose, 349. Defeating Lane Heasley, who was an honorable mention wrestler for Pierre. Moose was our Signature Plus outstanding wrestler. Then for the boys, Pierre wins it 56-16. 4 wins for the Huron. Noah Holfer, a 19-2 Tech Fall win at 106 pounds. Carter Nelson, a 10-0 win at 113 as he defeated the number 6 ranked wrestler in the state. And then Tegan Lean continued his strong season, a 13-5 win over Talon Lightfield of Pierre. And, well, Tegan gave up the 3 of those 5 points right at the buzzer at the end of the match. And then a great win for the 8th grader Uriah Cardona. Gets to overtime at 175 and gets the takedown in sudden death to win 5-2. And that's just a great learning experience, especially when you win for an 8th grader. And that's your Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. And Corky, as we wrap things up, plain and simple, just need to get more experience for a lot of these wrestlers. Not everybody's done a lot of time here. For Coach Strand, he's got to figure out the weights and see where we're going to be set here moving forward. And I think kind of the lineup we saw tonight for the Tiger boys is kind of where we're going here for the rest of the season, as long as we stay healthy.
Well, that's the thing. I think they're where they're going to be the best, or where their weights are going to work for them. And the girls are going to be making adjustments. The issue, we've talked about this before with Coach Strand, is the girls don't understand that you got to make weight.
Yes.
They got an issue with that. So that's something he's got to work with. That's not what you're normally used to as a coach. You never have to deal with as much. You got to do it with these girls. They'll get that figured out. And you've got a lot of them bunched down to the bottom. That's going to be an issue there. But at least you got numbers. That's the thing you have to work with. That's okay. You'll get it all figured out.
So the Tigers fall in both duels tonight. We'll be back with Tiger Athletics Thursday. Huron Tiger girls at home hosting Class A Lennox. Not sure if the Huron and Lennox have ever played in girls basketball. I know the boys have back about 30 years ago, but Huron Lennox girls on Thursday. I forgot, we got a doubleheader tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to be back tomorrow. In fact, I'm leaving my equipment up here as we'll be back tomorrow, doubleheader with Huron Sioux Falls, Washington afternoon. And looks like one thing I've noticed here, our doubleheader times on Saturdays have been moving around some. Looks like we're 2 o'clock girls, followed by the boys tomorrow here on Tiger. Then Huron girls hosting Lennox Thursday. Then back on the road a week from tomorrow, Saturday, to Harrisburg for a doubleheader. So busy month of January getting underway here on Dakota Sports. Thanks a lot to Coach Corky for helping us out, and Nate back at the studio for keeping us on the air. Pierre wins both duels tonight. This has been a presentation of Dakota Sports.